What's up, guys? I'm Vision or Arvind, and today we have a game between S3tSuNa and Play to Kill. And I'm joined by Grimsley, who you must have heard already. He casted a couple of games yesterday.
That's right, Arvind. This is game 1 of the day, and here on the blue side we have Team S3tSuNa and Play to Kill playing on the purple side. The bans go through, and we have a talent ban here for Team Blue.
I'm guessing.
Ban for purple team.
I'm guessing. There's as we know, Sam is platinum, and based off his picks in his recent games, I believe he's the mid laner. So I guess they're just they've probably done some research on him, or they're just scared that he can play Talon very competently. So I'm going to assume it's a very targeted ban. And whereas when you look at purple team, Akali, I'm pretty sure that's a directed ban, whereas Rumble is quite strong in the meta, even though he has fallen off a bit this patch, but still he's quite good with his teamfight presence. So I'm going to assume that's just a general ban, whereas Lee Sin as well, a general ban. Fizz, he's just annoying to deal with, but Fizz and Akali, I mean, banning these two guys out, I'm inclined to believe it's going to be a Zed pick, because I mean that's the only person who I'd see these guys picking, or they could go for an immobile laner.
That's right, Fizz and Akali, but extremely snowbally champions. Fizz, of course, being one of the strongest mid laners at level 6 with the potential of outplaying pretty much every champion. And looks like Blue Team has missed out on a ban, and
I was
covering the Taric pick.
Taric, I don't know. I mean, okay, Taric's aura, his ult, should be pretty useful in team fights, and he's just a pretty straightforward champion. You know, stun, point click, and he provides heal. So going into the late, if you're going to see him, could that be a top lane Taric?
Well, it could be, since he does have teleport as well as ignite, but I was under the impression that Omega was the top laner for their team. And here on the purple side, we have a J4 walking along with the Morgana, both extremely strong picks in the meta right now.
Yeah, pretty much expected, because J4 and Morgana synchronize really well with their ults being, you know, the J4 can lock down. J4 and Morgana can both lock down champions, multiple champions. So that I see where this is. I mean, I see the reasoning behind it, and I still believe that that's a top lane Taric, but I mean, I could be mistaken. And Lucian, of course, as we all know, he's probably the Zed of the bot lane or something, because no matter, or he's the Kha'Zix of the bot lane, because no matter how many nerfs he's getting, he's just too versatile to pass up. And so I guess they're just trying to go for a very strong lane matchup scenario, but they're gold, so they're gold and silver, so I guess they do know. I mean, they're 3 recrafting a little bit. The Heimerdinger, though, I'm not really sure about. What's your take on the Heimerdinger?
The Heimerdinger, well, we saw Heimerdinger in play yesterday, and he wasn't as exquisite as we'd imagined him to be.
Yeah, he didn't buy any items.
That's right, he didn't buy any items for 20 minutes, but well, he is running teleport this time, so I'm assuming he is hoping to go back this time. Hopefully not repeating the mistakes of the other Heimerdinger we saw. He's okay in the mid lane. He's not extremely strong. He's very farm focused. But then
Funny enough, this matchup is going to be the same one as last time, because I believe in that game the awesome no back Heimerdinger, it was a Yasuo.
That's right. It was a Yasuo versus Heimerdinger lane as well. Let's say we're going to get to see that again in this game. Yasuo, of course, it's really easy for Yasuo to actually deal with the Heimerdinger turret, since he's got the E as well as the Q.
Here is where we have a difference in opinion, because I still feel Heimerdinger has the edge over Yasuo in the matchup, because even though his shield is extremely what do you call, potent at stopping Heimerdinger's Rockets, and I'm not so sure that I think the shield's cooldown does not compensate for the low CD of the Rockets. So if Heimerdinger plays it right, he should have the advantage. But then again, Heimerdinger is all again very squishy. Katarina, okay,
Well, that's a Katarina hover right there.
could that be top lane Heimerdinger?
It could be a top lane Heimerdinger.
I think they're going for Tarek supported top lane Heimerdinger.
Tarek support with the TP though. So it looks like they want to make some insane TP plays with the double TP.
Sort of
your channel.
like Aframu-esque roams. I still remember that game. I believe he was with CLG Black or TSM Evo. I'm not so sure, but his roaming Tarek was pretty scary. And
we have Fiddlesticks locking for the jungle.
Fiddle is extremely strong in the jungle because now that the new jungle is out, a lot of the sustain in the jungle has been considerably weak, has been considerably buffed if you have sustain. And if this, what I'm going to expect from this Fiddlesticks is he's going to start Doran's Ring and pot instead of the usual machete, because he doesn't really auto attack much, so he does not need the machetes as such. So the Doran's Ring is what I'm expecting. I don't really think we're going to see this Teemo pick. I don't know. Maybe I'll be. Yeah, I thought so. Lissandra is good.
Yeah, that's a strong. She's not running teleports. So I'm guessing they just want to make sure Sam has kill pressure in lane and perhaps snowball that into something else.
I'm pretty sure that's a better choice, because even if Heimerdinger TP's in, it's not like he can instantly. I mean, he can bring a lot of CC. I mean, he can bring the grenade to the table, but I don't think if he'd have as much presence as Lissandra with teleport. So I don't know. Maybe these guys are gonna switch up. I still feel Lissandra should go teleport because it would be much better. Because even though if Heimer if Heimer teleports first, Lissandra can have a lot more presence for CC and stuff.
Yeah, well, the Tarek opting out of the teleport and going for the flash instead, an all-round good defensive, offensive summoner spell. Well, it looks alright so far. Let's talk about the team comps a little bit.
Yep. Well, I mean, I see a team comp in purple. I mean, the only outlier over here is probably the Queen. I'm not really sure how she fits in, but their team comp is pretty straightforward. Like, pick somebody out, lock somebody down. Their wave clear is decent.
User joined your channel.
I believe their wave clear is decent. Queen does not. She does have a Q, which does, I believe, AOE. So she got that, and Lissandra definitely has wave clear as well.
The Quinn pick could also be. I guess they don't have too much synergy with the Yasuo ult, so they were just trying to look for some more additional mockups along with the J4 EQ combo, which is quite difficult to land considering they nerfed his hitbox, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
And along here, yeah.
Go on.
On the blue side, it's interesting to note how they're running a double AP comp.
Oh yeah.
The top lane along with the cat. They don't have much wave control whatsoever because they're just looking to push and roam, catch people out of the Tarek. Fiddlesticks surprise.
I guess it's just a very snowbally team. When you're looking in blue, like they instantly just want to, because we saw a couple of bronzes on purple team. I'm pretty report Instalock is bronze, and there is a couple of silvers mixed into that as well. So I guess they just want to win the game through their sheer lane presence, and from there, because look at just by looking at the champions, you can see that they're trying to win lane or snowball. Because Fiddle, his ult can literally turn team fights around, and Katarina is very snowbally. Lucian's a lane, he dominates lane, and Heimerdinger was also quite a big lane bully up until they nerfed him, where you saw Quas from Curse pick him in top.
That's right.
Yeah, and Tarek is also. I mean, I still I don't understand why they chose Tarek, but okay, I guess it's just to give them that extra sustain, to give the rest of the team the sustain. Unless Katarina goes Gunblade, but that's very unorthodox.
Well, are we expecting the Lissandra to go mid against the cat? Because in my opinion, that would be the better matchup for them, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah, that would be better if Lissandra matches up against Katarina. Yep, you're right. Because Lissandra's ult, it's just about whoever blows their ults first. It's not actually Lissandra has the advantage in that matchup because she has two forms of CC. Not only is her ult, she's extremely versatile, right? Because she can get away with her claw. She
Yeah.
can CC. She can CC. She can go invulnerable with her own ult, or she can choose to CC Katarina if she's ahead, or she can use her AOE route to stun Cat. So we're getting into the game now, and looking at this, purple team, in my opinion, has obviously the better team composition, but if blue team manages to snowball, they will have it will be extremely hard for purple team to come back, because while their wave clear is it's decent, I wouldn't go so far to call it extremely dominant, but both teams I feel have decent wave clear. In Lissandra, purple has wave clear in the form of Lissandra and a bit of it in Quinn and Morgana, whereas red team, sorry, blue team has a lot of they have wave clear in the form of Lucian. Lucian can alter wave every so often in late game when they're sieging. Fiddlesticks E also can bring the whole wave quite low. And Heimerdinger has his rockets, which should be on a pretty low cooldown as well. So, yep,
Yeah,
looking
that's
at it,
fine.
it just seems snowbally.
Yeah, let's talk about the bot lane matchup here. We have Lucian Tarek for Lucian Tarek versus a Morgana Quinn. Like,
This should
how are we
be.
expecting that to go?
I'm just trying to think, but if it should be easier for purple team, because they have the Morgana Black Shield, and Tarek's stun has a travel time, of course, and it's a quite long travel time. So unless Tarek is right in front, I'm pretty sure it's easy for Morgana to counter it with her Black Shield, and if that happens, I would expect the bot lane to switch focus to whoever doesn't have the Black Shield. So Morgana would be extremely pivotal in trying in this bot lane matchup. Both the supports are very, as always, are very pivotal in this matchup. It depends on who uses their counter initiatives first. Because if these guys, if Morgana uses Black Shield first, Tarek could just wait it out and then stun Quinn. But I feel this should go in purple team's favor. I'm not so sure. Quinn's also pretty good at bullying in the lane. Lucian is pretty much the lane bully apart from Caitlyn. So I think it will be even, but just a slight favor in purple team.
That's right. And then in the jungle we have Fiddlesticks versus J4. Are we expecting any counter jungling going on? How does this matchup work out?
From Fiddle, I don't
User
think so,
left your
because
channel.
I think Jarvan has the tools to disrupt Fiddlesticks. I mean, he doesn't have the tools to completely disrupt Fiddle's ult, but you rarely see Fiddle using his ult in a 1v1 scenario. You're going
Yeah,
to
that's
see
right.
him drain a lot, his W. So Jarvan has his EQ, which interrupts the drain. So if Jarvan can land it, Fiddle is
User
extremely
joined your
squishy up
channel.
until he gets the Zhonyas. So, so I think it's in favor of Jarvan early, but once Fiddle gets the Zhonyas and a little bit of CDR, I guess he can take it. So we're into the game, and it's the 15-second wait right now. I still feel this mid lane matchup will be the most interesting one if we have
User
Yasuo
disconnected
facing.
from your channel.
Looks like Cat and Tarek. Okay, yeah, they all bought their stuff. Tarek starting with the relic shield as
User
expected.
joined your channel.
Melee brings them sustain as well. Uh, and looks like red team over here is going to go for an invade, and there is nobody. Okay, no, they're just placing a couple of wards there. Okay, they're going in for the invade. This is completely undetected. Blue team, nobody from blue team has even checked. Nobody even came into this area, so that's if somebody walks into that place.
Blue
they're dead.
team looking pretty clueless right now. They're just defending their own buffs. I mean, they're just defending their blue buffs so far.
Yep, seems very solo queue.
That's right.
Esque.
Not expecting any team play going on. Well,
Okay, there's the ward from Lucian. That should spot out. That should clearly spot out the invade. And there's another ward put down by Morgana at the golems. I think red team just wanted to know which buff Fiddle was starting. But I think that should be pretty obvious, because Fiddle's blue makes or breaks him. I don't think Fiddle can sustain for too long without his drain. And we have a pause. Can I get a confirmation on which team has pause? Okay, it's a Jarvan seems to be having issues, and it's a purple team pause, so that's all right. Blue team has not violated any rules. Yeah, they lost the cup.
yeah,
They lost.
that's right.
Time, but, yep.
They don't have any pause time since they arrived late to the game lobby.
Yep.
The game admin being pretty strict about this fact. Fantastic. He's one guy you don't want to be messing with in such situations.
It is true. He was. You could, if you were watching the lobby, and he was pretty strict, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I mean, you can't expect a lot of leeway to be given to teams. Otherwise, every team would start demanding for it.
That's true. That's true.
It's good, and well, at least they're respecting the rules as well. They're not trying to trying to skirt around by forcing any pauses. So it's a purple team pause.
Looking at the positions right now, looks like the Sandra is making her way to the top lane, and I do believe this is going to be a Yasuo versus Katarina mid lane matchup.
I've played that matchup.
Should be pretty interesting.
I've played that matchup once or twice, but I believe you'd be the better person to speak about.
That's right. Well, ironically I do main both champions, and I have played the same matchup on both sides multiple times. It actually has a lot to do with how the jungler reacts to the lane, how efficient he is with his ganks, because that pretty much makes or breaks the early laning phase for these champions. Katarina is extremely snowbally, so if Fiddle just ganks, I think once, and she gets a kill, she's just gonna win straight up no matter what.
Alright, Jarvan's back. Jarvan's back, and there will be an unpause.
Yeah, that's right. And
go on.
The game's going back. And yeah, I was talking about the Katarina. Right, so even if she gets like one kill, she's just gonna start snowballing so hard, the Yasuo won't have answers. He'll just have to go back to farming straight up. We have the Grand Prix being started by J4. Getting a good leash
that start is efficient because of the buff, the poison buff that you get. It's just easier to leash for that. The bot lane loses less time, and it gives the jungler the ability to do blue without smite. I mean, not that he couldn't normally, but it just get him extremely low without the leash.
That's right. So, Yasuo opting to take the E instead of the Q at level 1.
Actually,
it's extremely aggressive.
No, the E is a much better choice at level 1 because you can build the stacks up on the E, and you can get the what happens is every stack that you get on the E, it increases its damage, and at level 1 it does quite a decent chunk of damage. So he'd just build the stack of the E on the minion, and then he'd E to Katarina, and that'd be significant.
That's right. Oh, but both champions hitting level 2 right now.
Bot lane got the blue team got the level 2 first, but the purple team was quick to answer. Jarvan starting on his blue, nothing. Both the junglers following pretty safe early paths. I believe Jarvan definitely would be looking to gank top because Heimerdinger is extremely
Morgana hitting these binds, man. She hasn't missed any binds so far, which seems good for the red team so far.
That's good because she's doing whatever she needs to, and this matchup is extremely reliant on the supports because it's all about who blows their ults. I mean their CCs and their counters first. And Jarvan looking to counter jungle. There is a Heimerdinger turret here, and that's very efficiently placed. That even though I believe it did not give him vision. I mean, it did not give the blue team any vision of Jarvan. it still, it alerted Jarvan. He could not follow the path. I guess they just wanted to turret dive Heimerdinger, but that was a very well placed turret by Heimerdinger.
Katarina respecting the Yasuo, starting off clock in 5 pots. I mean,
Yeah, that indicates an early Zhonya's as well. It just makes it easier. Fiddle, he's over here. Yasuo is completely unaware, and he has no minions to dash to. This could.
this is going to be
That
the
was
first
a
gang that we
preemptive
spoke
wall.
about. Looks like there's action going on in the bot lane as well.
Yep,
Black
Black
taking
Shield,
some
Black
heavy
Shield.
damage.
That looks like purple team clearly won that trade because Tarek's low. But then again, the blue Tarek has sustain. He can offer sustain. He has the heal. So
That's right. And Yasuo did have to go his flash in that gang.
if that
Oh my God,
binding
I'm
hit,
missing
if that
PK.
binding hit, that would have definitely been quite a bit of potential. We have a gank in the mid lane. This looks like, oh no, Katarina, very well timed jump there.
And it's extremely difficult to actually gank a Katarina because of how much escape potential she has, not just with the war gems, but also the flash.
Yeah, it's true. But the thing is, again, while Yasuo clearly has good offensive ability, he lacks in defensive ability in the okay, Fiddle over here. That was a bad wall. He did not know where Fiddle was, but he's just able to run out, and nothing happened from that gang. So like I was saying, even though Yasuo is like a very all-in type of champ, unless he has something to dash to behind him, it's extremely hard for him to survive a heavy CC fueled gank.
Team, that's right.
So it'll be interesting to see how he plays around Fiddle's ult. Hopefully he doesn't go and ult right into a Fiddle ult. This composition is quite a big, even though blue team's composition looks very spread out, they have the tools to answer both the Yasuo. The Lissandra though, this Lissandra can clearly change matchups. Not to discount the fact that Sam is plat. I believe. I think the most clearest advantage in team comp that purple team has is Lissandra, because the CC and lockdown she provides is the only answer they have to what the CC and lockdown that Fiddle and Tarek can provide.
That's right. Katarina getting a pink ward and a Seeker's Arm Guard as her first back.
And Fiddle going bot.
Coming into the gank.
This probably won't result in anything because Tarek just blew his stun a little early. This could actually end up bad for Fiddle because
That's right.
Yep,
The flash
flash
going through,
blown.
exhaust going down on the Quinn.
Yep.
And not much came off it.
Yep,
looks
but
like we
as
have
expected, blue
all
team.
in here by Lissandra.
That was nice.
A
First
one-time
blood going
flash
down.
saves her, but only for so long, right?
That was good, but because you get to keep the Fiddle down for longer, it delays his Zhonya's, and Fiddle really hits his power spike, and only when he gets the Zhonya's, and Jarvan walking right through that pink ward, and Yasuo
getting a bit too aggressive in lane.
Yeah, but it's working. It's clearly working because he went aggressive at the right time. He went aggressive when the threat of Jarvan was nearby. So if Katarina wanted to go back, she'd have to deal with Jarvan. And Jarvan is in a precarious position, but I believe his mid laner has alerted him of, the fact that Katarina is out. Although Heimer is still lurking around.
Well, looks like the pink ward has been spotted by the J4.
It's oh my god! Just look at that buy. That was a huge buy for Quinn. She just straight out the gate. PF sword. that was good.
The flash going through.
Oh, okay. This is good. They're trying to keep the Fiddle down. And Lissandra finally moving up. Okay. I think they wanted to give that to Jarvan wanted to take it for himself. I'm pretty sure. They do have wards right now, spotting out, the Fiddle, and Katarina is going back. I think this is a bad time to back. Because what this allows Yasuo to do is it just allows him to push up, and she was not ahead in farm anyway, so she's going to lose. But if Yasuo keeps missing the CS, that really won't matter.
And not just farm, it allows Yasuo to dirty farm. Just farm, push, shove mid, do raids, do wolves, come back, and just do that all over again. Because when you're at this stage with the Yasuo, it's actually pretty easy to farm jungle camps, as long as you have 1 or 2 pots.
Yeah,
And that really helps out in the late game. It helps hit his static shiv earlier, which is a huge power spike for him.
I think what red team would try to do right now is to get Yasuo's static shiv and Lissandra's Lissandra's Morellonomicon, and then they'd go for Dragon. But this could be balanced, but the only thing that Fiddle has to do right now is he needs to. Okay, that was a good kill by Cat, but she's gonna get locked down. Lissandra getting the kill as well as the double buffs. So while I don't think that was an even trade, because that was a Jarvan for a mid laner. So
I mean, it does keep the Cat down there. It does give her a kill as well. Well, that's a lot of trading going down in the bot lane, and the kill does go over to Quinn.
yep,
That was a badly positioned calling coming out of Lucian right there.
As expected, this matchup was in favor of purple team, purely because of the Morgana, and the Lucian is also contributing by his misplays.
Looks like there's a dragon call being made, and that's why they will be making their way all the way to dragon.
And blue team is completely oblivious. Fiddle is actually backing right now.
Oblivious, yeah, because they have no vision of a dragon. They're just gonna give this up.
So this timer will
just
not
clear
be
out the
known.
pink ward that she spotted up there.
This timer will not be known for the blue team, and Lissandra looking to duel with Cat, because she clearly has the tools to answer Katarina. Jarvan lurking around Cat there.
I'm surprised to see no sweepers come out so far. I mean, although... Okay, no, I take that back. Morgana just bought a sweeper.
And so did Fiddle. Fiddle has a sweeper, and that's good because he acquires it. He really needs it for his ult. And flash blown by Hammerdinger. That severely, hurts him, because if Jarvan was to come around again, then especially from the back, Heimerdinger would just be sitting there. As expected, the all-in, because Heimer didn't have flash. Normally, oh wow, he gets the return kill. Lissandra gets too careless, and that's what you get. Especially versus his turrets, because the most annoying thing back when Heimerdinger still had it was not nerfed, was whenever you'd play Z against him and you all in, when your jungler comes, he'd have so many turrets that you'd be like, please don't come, otherwise you're gonna give up the double kill, because it's really annoying. And Fiddle's
being a little out of position here. Looks like he is gonna get help from the Cat though. This could go either way. Katarina does do a lot of damage at this level 9, and she might just get the double kill. No, she won't. That was way too close. That tornado just barely allowing Yasuo to live.
But it's
not a good idea to try to duel with them.
That Jarvan contributed to Katarina's kill.
That's right.
Looking at the bot lane. Yep, Quinn clearly going for the Infinity Edge. Both AD carries going for the Infinity Edge. It's too early to say for Lucian, but I do believe that should be since he does not have the Vampiric Scepter, I'm inclined to believe that it is an Infinity Edge.
Right.
Surprisingly, Lucian is ahead in farm.
Well, that's true. Although, yeah. The only thing actually separating them is the 2 kills Quinn has.
Yeah, obvious. That's good. But Lucian doing a good job of keeping up to a Quinn who's 2-0-0. and in a significantly weaker lane. And Yasuo going aggressive in the mid lane, I don't think this would be a good idea. He should have used this tornado earlier.
He
I
should
don't know
have
why
used
he
it a lot
waited.
earlier. That could have been a kill on the Katarina.
Exactly. I don't know why he held it, and this is going to be.
Yasuo stepping out a bit too far, underestimating the Katarina's power.
Exactly, and
just gives out a free kill. Katarina 3-1 and 0 right now. I think she's finally hitting her
power spike, yeah.
Her power spike soon. I mean, she's opting to go for DFG, I believe, instead of finishing the Zhonya's first.
But the good thing is they managed to get Dragon before Katarina hit her power spike. So while that does not delay a lot, keep in mind that blue team does not have the timer. They do know the dragon is down, and they will be notified when it comes up due to the icon appearing on the map. But I still think it's going to be, like I said, an extremely close game. The goal lead almost negligible. I think the only thing swinging the favor, swinging the goal in favor of purple team is their bot lane matchup, as well as the farm lead that Lissandra has over Heimerdinger.
That's right.
Apart from that, pretty much close lanes everywhere, unexpected. But I think blue team was
going extremely aggressive here on the Yasuo.
And rightly so. Even though she does lose a couple, hit points, I still think she has more burst potential. I mean, she obviously has more burst potential.
She has a lot of burst. It looks like this is gonna be an all-in here.
This is gonna be a gank. This might that was a bad ult. That was a bad ult. He's chasing too far. That was bad. Yasuo not checking that push. That could be extremely. Oh, Lissandra with the roam
comes down.
That is extremely good. Like I said, the tools to deal with Katarina is present in Lissandra.
I think Lissandra is all that they need to actually shut down the entire team comp for Team Blue, because it is quite Katarina heavy focused.
And like I said, the linchpin for this entire composition that red team has is in Lissandra, because while the one thing that you're discounting is while blue team has Katarina, and Katarina has the most kills, but Lissandra can keep her CC'd for a good 5 to 6 seconds, and that's enough for the team to burst her down.
I'm surprised to see Lissandra go for the Morellonomicon instead of the Athenes against double AP comp. In my opinion, the Magic Resist would have been a lot more effective.
I'm more surprised you didn't go for Zhonya's, because you always see the Lissandras going for that double invulnerability, which is really annoying. And you saw XPK abuse that no end in the game versus SKT. So,
and that's Dragon number 2 going over to
and like I said, the timer, the blue team, they don't have the timer, and even though they'll see the icon, they never really know when it's going to pop up. And I think Tarek is going a little too aggressive, and that was a waste of a black shield. I don't know why Morgana used a black shield. I guess she just wanted to keep Yasuo on the safe side.
That's right. The magic shield is doing a lot of work in this double AP comp.
Yeah, actually the magic shield, even though if once Heimerdinger and Katarina get stacked enough, the black shield becomes particularly ineffective, because it can be popped by magic damage, right? So so even though that enables that gives a little bit of depth to blue team's composition, because Tarek can just wait for Heimerdinger to take out Morgana's black shield, and as you can see, Heimer gets the kill. That's the turrets. Everybody keeps, they forget that the turrets are even active, and they go engage hard. But the majority of the damage does not come from Heimerdinger. It comes from his turrets. And
Lissandra does get a little bit too greedy, flashing in, but not exactly getting the kill. There's not much of a goal difference here in the mid lane.
And Infinity Edge. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Infinity Edge being completed.
For the Queen, that's right. Lucian opting to go Berserker Squares instead of competing as Infinity Edge. I guess that helps him.
I guess he just did not have enough, health, and that's
Tara gets caught on the turret, and
that's a good team fight. But too many flashes being blown. Quinn coming in, no mid tower, and that's what they're going for. Beautiful setup.
Fiddle
Beautiful
coming back
setup.
in for the redemption kill. Katarina still having her ulti, but hasn't used it so far.
That setup has to be talked about more because Katarina clearly communication coming through for the blue team because 4 people were chasing down Katarina and she still had the presence of mind. Her team had the presence of mind to alert Fiddlesticks to come here and he set up a beautiful 4-man ult and that ultimately led to blue team getting the gold lead.
That's a 6-1 Katarina right now. She's starting to look extremely scary.
This is resulting in a lot of kills and I don't... Oh, nice, Lissandra.
That's a really good bind there, right on the
Lissandra is keeping this team in the game.
Lissandra doing work right there. 1v2ing the enemy team.
That BM.
Meanwhile, Heimerdinger decides to take top tier 1. I mean, there's not much they can get out of that, apart from the part.
Oh, okay. We have a couple of issues actually with the blue team. Actually, it makes the play even more impressive because Omega was not in the voice chat room. He's having some problems right now. So that play, the Fiddle Katarina plays.
User left your channel.
It was just pure.
Instinct.
Right. That was a really good play.
That was just game sense, right? Oh.
The great synergy being shown by the two Omega and Devastator. Clearly showing more synergy, in my opinion, than Noob Hunter and Danger. But as you can see, they're going for the gank on Heimerdinger, and he's walking into it practically. And yes, that should be an easy
getting caught out right there. The Infinity Edge is actually completed on the
He pushed bar 2 up and Yasuo is gonna meet Katarina and that is...
that's just Katarina doing work. I mean, he could still turn on her. He gets a good setup.
The flash dodged the Q.
I don't know if it was a lot of heavy training going down here on the bot, and Lucian does pick up the kill, making it ever so close, but...
Everything going in favor for the blue team right now.
The Katarina is just so fed right now. I'm sure the Lissandra's feeling really bad she didn't get her themes. I mean, that 25 MR would have made a huge difference.
I still think, even though the MR would have made a difference, it would have been much better for her to...
User joined your channel.
It would have been better for her to run Zhonya's because it just, you're gonna get a triple Zhonya's on the enemy team right now.
She already did finish her Zhonya's.
I believe she just finished it right now.
No, I'm sure she had it during that fight as well.
Alright, okay, then that's my bad. But clearly, as you can see, the double AP comp working out for blue team, and they're going to be, they have 3 Zhonyas, and this is a power spike. This is a huge power spike. 50 seconds for the next dragon. This should be a fight that blue team must be willing to contest. Not just contest. I don't think red team is going to even bother contesting dragon. I think they're just going to let it go because both
they are 2 dragons up.
They can afford it, but the threat of Katarina and Fiddlesticks is just too high. Fiddlesticks coming from the back of the pit, and they only have 2 wards.
That's a terrible trade right there for Lucian. I mean, the Katarina coming in.
Yeah, the cat came in. I was paying attention to that. The Lucian was trying to bait that.
Right.
But that was extremely close for the Lucian. I don't think he didn't pick his battles well. But clearly, you can see the Lucian has done a very, very good job of catching up to the Quinn. Almost a full 30 CS ahead of Quinn. And Katarina right now, she's just running around, no fear.
That's right. The TFG being completed on the Katarina as well.
This is a 2-item.
That's why opting to actually go for the Blade of the Ruined King instead of any other item. I mean, the Hex Rinker here does make a lot of sense. And considering how the matchup went, I personally would have got it before my static show, but...
No, actually, I think what Yasuo has done is smarter because he's a team fighting mid, right? But if you throw in red team getting the dragon,
I don't think Fiddle had his smite up at that time, and that allowed the red team to just walk in and steal it away.
Yeah, that was extremely unexpected, and just the mere presence of Katarina just adds so much. And
Lucian getting caught along with the Fiddlesticks. Meanwhile, Lissandra taking top tier 1.
That was a misplay by blue team, because and now they're collapsing on them. The red team's collapsing on blue team, and this should not end well for Katarina.
No, Katarina does have her ulti still up.
But still, I mean, that's 4 people. Even though and there's no Fiddle there, and I think Fiddle still held on to his ult. I am surprised that dragon.
Yes.
I guess they had no vision. They had no vision. That's the only possible explanation of their late contest. But now this has just swung the game back in favor of the red team. Now the ball is in red team's court, and Lissandra still having pressure up top. Can I just point out that Lissandra has been farming extremely well, even though, I mean, expected for a platinum player, but that is quite.
And also the fact that she is Lissandra is actually relatively easier to farm with.
True, but that is still a much higher farm than anybody on her team.
That's a 50 farm lead right there.
And that is
gonna catch the
Heimerdinger getting punished.
Heimerdinger doesn't have much in response.
I mean, he should have. I don't see, like, again, Lissandra. I just cannot stress how much of a linchpin Lissandra is for purple team. She just single-handedly brings a lot more dimension to a quite stale purple team composition. Because now with Jarvan you have a very monotonous approach to engages. You go for the EQ, and maybe Morgana can mix in her flash ult, but that's pretty much it. But now with Lissandra in it, you can go for more picks, and still yet to see the EQ into Yasuo ult combo from Jarvan. I mean, we've only seen it once before on Taric. If
Katarina getting caught out. I think she's AFK.
No. The Fiddle is waiting off to the side. Actually, I believe they're just trying to bait. This is quite hard.
That's right. They're trying to make a commitment.
And this does not work. Actually, this could work.
Katarina is AFK, and she just chose not to do anything.
Katarina left the game.
I mean, that would have been a very different team fight if Katarina was actually there. And the SOQ lands, and he ultis onto the Lucian. That's a clean ace for Team Red.
And it looks
like that's going to be an inhibitor for them.
Yep, it's a bit unfortunate that team fight was. I mean, it was not that close because of technical issues.
That's right.
But it is what it is, and. Red team getting the lead. I mean, they already had the lead, and I guess there have been some conflicting calls. Lissandra and Yasuo wanting to end, but clearly, I think the better option is the Baron, which does provide a lot of.
And blue team does not even have any vision off the Baron, so they would be completely oblivious to the fact that red team has opted to do it.
No, they're not oblivious. I believe they must have the game sense to know that they have gone for Baron. I'm pretty sure. Lissandra hanging around here trying to catch somebody out, but she doesn't realize that the wave is already too pushed up. So nobody, I mean, very few people would come.
I mean, Fiddlesticks is not even in position to steal this.
Jarvan has no.
Wow.
Smite did. Oh wow, Katarina getting the Baron Asher.
He smited way too early.
Did he use the smite on the
Baron?
I guess
he
just got overconfident
at the start of it.
This is just overconfidence from red team, and it's surprising because even while we criticized blue team's lack of vision, it's not like red team had a lot of vision around where they were supposed to have it. They just had one solitary ward in in the bush behind blue.
Buff. Yeah.
That's clear overconfidence, and that might have cost them. That cost them. That just gave.
It's sad to see how red team's actually allowing Katarina to walk all over them.
It's just
looks
the
like
one
they're gonna
team
have
fight.
the
The one
Hungry
team
here.
fight. The one team
Flash
fight that
will be
they.
blown.
Yeah.
Yasuo trying to catch up.
What? What was that?
The wind wall going down, and well, that is an EQ into an ulti combo.
Oh, this is.
And that's
this,
just a classic Hunter move.
Jarvan smiting the turret.
That's right, smiting the turret right there. That was well played by Jarvan.
Oh yeah, that was all right. Katarina just going on a rampage right now, and I guess there you have it.
This is Zonya's. And Lissandra comes in, and oh well.
They should not try and fight Katarina without Lissandra.
That's right.
It's just poor vision. I don't even think they knew Katarina was coming because she had killed I believe she had killed somebody before. She definitely killed I guess she killed Jarvan.
Morgana. I think it was
She killed Morgana before. Yeah, she did. She killed Morgana before, and I don't know if that was a lack of communication, but it's clearly working out for Red Team because the minions have pushed into the base. And again, this game is just a fest of who can throw harder.
Well, the Yasuo does opt to go for the Bloodthirster instead of completing his Infinity Edge, pushing
that's bad. That's bad itemization.
That's bad in this situation because he's pushing his power spike is so much further off. I mean,
that's bad in every situation. Why would you go Bloodthirster on Yasuo?
I mean, unless he's getting it as a second item, it's really not worth getting.
Even as a second item, I'm really not impressed with that build. But Fiddle, this is on Fiddle. What is he doing?
It's going to take another 10 minutes for Yasuo to even be at his strongest.
No, I think it can take him 5. It'll take him 5.
5
if he farms
well. Well, yeah, if he farms well.
But I'm not impressed with Yasuo's item decision because you don't go Bloodthirster.
I mean, there are particular situations where you would go Bloodthirster, but this is not one of them.
He has the Blade of the Ruined King. He has enough sustain.
Right.
Why would he go for Bloodthirster? I mean,
Lissandra just walking in and blowing the Lucian up. Looks like she's
Lissandra clearly showing the that she's the difference in skill level clearly shows, and I don't know, man. This Yasuo could have gone for the Infinity Edge.
I mean,
he should have
gone. Still down. They shouldn't be fighting this unless Lissandra has an ulti up.
Oh, Heimerdinger turret showing up big.
Lissandra getting a bit too overzealous and getting back in there. She should have still waited for her ultimate to come back off cooldown. That turret doing a lot of work there.
That's it was the real MVP in that fight. I mean, it's just a throw fest. It's like I don't know. It's like throw ball or something. Because they really want to throw hard. And Jarvan, look, this is gonna be a throw. Oh, it's not. Damn, my prediction skills have not worked out well. But with Katarina walking pretty fearlessly. I mean, that's just the queen.
Yeah, and what would she be scared of? I mean, all of her Zonias is down right now. I don't think she should be one-defying. And, the Jarvan missing his EQ combo, I guess, with the QE for some reason.
I guess it was just to not commit himself because he did not know, he was not aware of how many blue team players were in the area.
Right.
And blue team still showing that even with, their haphazard composition, that they can still team fight. And
funnily enough, the game is still quite close. I mean, the only thing that separates them is
that was a big misplay by Katarina because her ult is down.
I mean, I'm sure it'll come back right up if she gets any resets, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
it was the solitary Jarvan and the EQ. She knew his EQ was up. That was a bad play by Katarina.
That was a misplay. That's right.
But Fiddle is late. Fiddle is really late. And the thing is, if Red Team had gotten Baron, if they had not made that very risky call with no vision, this game would have been over. Because the thing is, with the new Baron buff, while it doesn't give you, the AP and all of the scalings, it's extremely annoying to play against because it's a very good counter to split pushing. So
That's
if
right,
somebody's splitting really hard, the Baron recall is, I believe, only 4 seconds, and so that split push can be negated pretty well with the Baron buff.
And
But
not just
split
that,
push,
it also makes the minions just so much more tankier. I mean,
it
of
just
course, in
no.
the late game it wouldn't matter, but
I think Riot made a good decision in bringing that recall, because it doesn't make split pushing a completely obsolete strategy. You're still
That's right,
bringing members of their team back. While the objective of split push is to, you know, catch a team off guard or make them, like, force them to make a decision, it's still accomplishing the motive of, you know, drawing players towards the split pusher and possibly forcing a 1v1, which could be an outplay. And Baron's up in 20 seconds and Dragon up in 2 minutes. And Red Team making plays here on the Katarina if they get this kill. Oh, but
Katarina
Katarina
still
living.
survives. She gets the resets.
Not just the resets, the clutch heal and the.
That was the and she flashes out just in time as well. I mean, that's just a pro right there by the Lissandra.
And this is bad for Red Team, because now Blue Team's again in a position to take Baron, and there's no jungler even. So yep,
looks like they are going to do a Baron, yeah.
This should be Blue Team's Baron. Hopefully they're not, you know, like the Purple Team doing Baron without their jungler having smite, but.
Well, actually they are. S3tSuNa smite is down.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh my god, this could be another throw fest.
Katarina trying to zone them off.
This could potentially be a steal if Morgana gets it. Morgana gets it. Oh no, she doesn't. She doesn't.
Close,
My bad.
close.
That was close. I thought she
Dayfor wasn't
that.
in position either. I mean, that was a definite steal if Dayfor was there.
It was a steal. I mean, I honestly thought seeing it at 50 and Morgana's bind connecting, I was like, okay, she got it, but.
Oh, looks like Yasuo's getting caught out here. That's a good win wall stopping the Terrence stun.
This was actually.
That's a bad Yasuo ult.
This is good for Red Team. They have
the Lock and the Ansel are going down. The Heimerdinger ult is just gonna shoot them all away.
But now, I mean, Heimerdinger's ult is, you know, it's on a low enough cooldown. It's just on a 50-second cooldown. I believe it's supposed to be on a 50-second cooldown. So.
Oh yeah, it is. 51
so
seconds.
it's alright.
Yeah.
But I'm still really conflicted with Yasuo's itemization. If he had gone Infinity Edge,
that would have been very different. That's right.
That would have been extremely different.
It would be at a 92% crit if he's not running any crit runes.
It's very surprising, but now that's
the 5th dragon for Team Red.
But bear in mind that this buff only lasts for 3 minutes, and if they don't use it well, this could be a good fight if they commit to it. But Katarina getting unchecked again. She has the GA, but this is clearly a Red Team. That was a good. Even though Yasuo really didn't do a lot in that fight, somehow he walked away with a quadra kill.
Well, he just auto attacked. I mean, there wasn't any insane skill or anything, but well, he did get it.
And this game is pretty much over. That last team fight decided it all, and that was, you know, this game should have been over 7 minutes ago when Red Team had gotten the opportunity to do Baron, and that's GG is being called.